What up, Barberville? Welcome to Members Only Hair Studio. Come check it out with me.
Welcome to Barberville Shop Tours, where we highlight some of the most creative and uniquely designed barbershops in the industry. Today we're in Reno, Nevada, checking out Members Only Hair Studio. Let's see what they got to offer.
What up, guys? It's your boy Christian Martinez, aka Seymour the Barber, and we're in the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, chilling with CJ and the Barberville. This is Members Only Hair Studio. I'm excited to share with you guys what took me a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to obtain. So welcome to Members Only. We're gonna kick things off with the reception area here. As you guys can see, we have a lovely reception desk. It was actually very inexpensive. I ordered this thing on Wayfair, but what I did was spice it up by adding the custom Members Only Hair Studio sign. But this actually used to be the Queen's throne. My wife used to hang out right here and be my receptionist when I first opened, so big shout out to her. But we had a family and she stayed at home with the babies. But more than anything, this is the introduction to any new customer that comes in, new or existing. This is where they get greeted. This is where they get checked in. So this is a very, very important piece that helps build the entire shop up.
No, definitely. Now, tell us a little bit about the iPad, and I see you got a QR code up there.
Yeah, absolutely. So the iPad makes transactions super simple. We live in a digital world, so being able to do tap to pay or even use the card on file when booking makes the process of checking in and out super easy. And then we absolutely love and appreciate reviews. So after a service, if our customers are super happy with the job that we did for them, they could simply scan the QR code and leave us a good review. So everything's very simple here.
Now, as far as with the iPad and payments, do you have to pay out every barber at the end of the day, or how does that work?
No, definitely not. I actually run a booth rat structure here. So at the end of every transaction, my guys get paid at the end of every day. All right, guys, so check this out. This is our shampoo room. And even though I have an open concept here, I definitely wanted to isolate this space specifically and tone down the lighting a little bit and make it more relaxing. To also enhance the relaxing experience here, I went and got massage chair shampoo stations. So while you're getting your hair washed here and you're kicking back, relaxing.
Right, hold on. How much was that?
This right here?
How much was these chairs?
These were about $2,500 a piece. We got 3 of them and it's totally worth it. You can just kick back, relax here. All the super bright lighting from the rest of the shop doesn't bother you. So I had to tone it down in this little area. That's why it seems so isolated from the rest of the shop, which is one of my favorite things. It's one of our customers' favorite experiences here too.
Yeah, I like the nice touch with the pendant light.
Yeah, absolutely. So rather than putting the same lights that I put over there, I went and hung one of these rather, to kind of dim it down, and I could adjust the lighting here also, which is an extra little touch. So if I wanted to make it even a little more relaxing, we could tone it down a bit more too.
Okay.
But this little area was actually very complicated to build because these are designed to shampoo from behind. So what I had to do was throw a pump back here to be able to shoot out and up to get rid of all the water that drains down. So this was actually very complicated for me because I had to wait for the cabinets and the granite to arrive because these are custom, and I couldn't do any of this without being able to connect everything and finish wrapping up this part of the shop specifically. But we were built post-COVID, so I ran into a lot of delays in shipment and shortages in material. So these cabinets ended up taking me about 8 weeks for them to arrive. So I had to put this whole area on hold because of certain little hiccups like that I would run into all the time. But it is what it is, and I came out beautifully. It's very relaxing, it's very mellow. You know, you got the water flowing, you got the dim lights, you got the massage going on. It's a very peaceful atmosphere.
Now, what were the thoughts on the ceiling and the overall style and design?
Yeah,
the inspiration.
Versace, Gucci kind of mansions, you know. When people look up at the ceiling, it's one of those things that pops out at you instantly. And people always look up and they're like, wow, this looks like a Versace mansion kind of ceiling or something like that, you know? But it's really funny because each ceiling tile is actually very inexpensive. But because the shop isn't like perfectly square, as you could tell, we have a beam here, we don't have a beam on that side. The construction of it was very tricky. But ultimately, the ceiling tiles add a nice touch of texture to the rest of the area, along with the Versace wallpaper as well. Shout out to the papeleros that put it up. They got down, man.
That's what's up.
That's a cool little project here.
No, and I see you got the back bars, kind of got the backlighting to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do a lot of color services here too. So this is where we mix our bleaches. This is where we create our colors that we're gonna be messing with on customers and stuff. So I wanted to make sure the nice little granite top matched the rest of the aesthetic of the shop, but also complemented the nice cabinets that we put up as well. And then I added the shelving for shampoos and stuff, and then I just added some plants for a little decorative touch of green as well.
Did you get all of the cabinetry just from anywhere, or is that
so I had shopped around for a bit, and I had gone through 2 other custom cabinet companies, and I ended up having to go through Home Depot actually and custom ordering it at Home Depot. It was the fastest turnaround time, and I was on a time crunch obviously because every day you're not open, you're losing money. So Home Depot came through in a major way. Even though it still took 8 weeks, it was still much faster than every other cabinet makers in the city. Yeah.
Sure. I see we got some statement up there.
Yeah, we got some statement. The shampoo smell amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Shampoo smell good. While, you know, our clients are kicking back, they always get that fresh aroma from the statement shampoo and conditioner. So this is a lovely little extra touch that separates us from the rest. All right, guys, so that was our shampoo area. So we're about to move on to our creative studio space. Follow me. So check this out, guys. This is a private suite within the shop where we come in, we take portraits of our customers. This room is specifically used for creative content ideas. If you want to be isolated, if you want to be creative, you have the backdrops, and you have this dope graffiti wall right here that says members only in 2 different hand styles. Shout out to Yober, shout out to Crizzo and Lifelong Art Studio for blasting up the wall for me. But yeah, this is just a creative space. It used to be a storage room, but I felt like maximizing it and using it to its full capacity with a creative space that isolates you from the rest of the shop was a good move in here.
Now, so no barbers are currently working here now?
Not now, but if somebody wants to, by all means, you can rent it out for sure.
And look, you got your studio space inside the barbershop.
Correct, absolutely. For quite some time, I was actually cutting in here too. I gave up, you know, the open area out there to let my guys shine a little bit, you know? And it was cool. It was cool when we had it that way, but more so, we like to use this spot to be creative and stuff. Because sometimes customers don't want to be filmed in front of other people, especially when the shop's popping. But you could just bring them back here, take some dope shots, change up the color on the background and stuff like that. Or even just use this wall as a dope background, you know?
All right, so before we get into the stations and the chairs, these ceilings are pretty interesting, man. You got some pretty far tray ceilings going on here. Just break it down for us.
Yeah, the tray ceiling, man, we wanted to add some texture in here and some contrast to all the white. So as you can see, the patterns are super dope. It gives it a lot of texture, like I said, but when you put the 2x4 LED lights around it too, it really makes the ceiling tiles pop because they're so visible and you can see every little detail inside of each little square up there, which is super dope. And then I just added this 9-foot long LED light also, just to brighten up things a little bit more because the ceiling on this side is a little bit higher. But yeah, it's super dope to look at and it's very eye-catching. And it's one thing that our customers always point out. It's one of the first things people notice every time is how dope the ceiling looks. It was actually kind of tricky though to place every single one of them because a lot of cutting went into it. As you can see, you could fit a whole 2x2 square in it, but in some areas you had to really measure it out properly so it sat well. So it was very, very tedious and very time consuming to put up these grids all across the shop. So it took me about 3 days to do that.
Now, I know we was talking a little bit off camera. You had a little interesting story that happened with this.
I did. So the grids that the lights and the ceiling tiles sit on top of, they used to be white. and I wanted the grids to be black, so I came in here and rattle canned every single grid across the entire shop, and I forgot to cover one of the smoke detectors. So from all the spray painting that I was doing, I set off the entire fire alarm system on the first floor of this building. Firefighters had to come. They evacuated us all outside. It was cold as hell that day. All the other customers that were in our neighboring businesses, everybody had to step outside, and people were furious at me, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Firefighters came through.
All in the name of getting shot together.
All in the name of making it look pretty, you know? We made it happen for sure. Man, upon entry, clearly you could see what type of time we're on with the good vibes only. That's what we stand for here at Members Only Hair Studio. We want our customers to feel welcome. We want anybody that steps through our doors to feel like they're a part of the family. So throwing up the good vibes only sign, which was a gift by my wife to me, you guys could definitely tell that the vibes are up here. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I'm gonna break down to you the shop floor, and we're gonna start off with our station area. So first things first, we always gotta have a back bar product, and you know, we always carry the best of the best. Shout out to Maintain Professional Men's Grooming. As you can tell, everything in here is Maintain damn near. We got the Maintain hot towel warmers. We get a hot towel every service. You know, we're bougie in here. And then also, we got these lovely chairs that I got from Nancy's Beauty Warehouse. So big shout out to Nancy's because I actually got a 50% discount on these. These actually retail for about $1,300, but I paid about $6. Don't tell nobody though. Also, these lovely full-size mirror stations, I absolutely love them as soon as I came across them. For one, aesthetically they're dope with the LED lights, but also I like how we keep everything stored kind of secretly. One thing that I wanted to avoid when I was building out the shop floor was avoiding clutter. You know, as barbers, we love to pick up new toys, we love to pick up new products and things like that, and a lot of times it can create too much clutter, and realistically your customer is paying attention to everything when they're in the chair. So I wanted to shrink that, so I went and purchased these full-size mirror stations. Like I said, I sourced these from DIR Salon. They're from the East Coast. Those were about $1,100 a piece too. So on top of that, I like the mobility that we get from our trolleys. As you guys can see, you can have a full setup here. Very easy to clean, very easy to organize as well. So I like the fact that we got mobility by having these trolleys. And nowadays everybody's cordless anyways, right? So if you wanted to work here in this area, you can, and you can grab your tools easily. If you wanted to face your client in the mirror, you have full mobility with this. And then at the end of the day, you can just tuck it right back in, clean it up, and you're ready for another day. So I went with simplicity, but clean.
Now, what I notice is you got these lights kind of perfectly positioned over the chairs.
Correct.
Was that intentional?
It was absolutely intentional. Like I mentioned earlier, lighting is very, very important in a barbershop because you want to be able to see every detail in every haircut. So placing these lights specifically under each station was very important to me. As we move forward, one of the things that you're gonna notice right out the gate is my big old decal right here on my window. I wanted this thing blasted. I wanted it to be in people's faces as they walk by. I wanted them to notice it. So I went and blasted this big old decal right here. We're kind of tucked away in the alleyway too, so sometimes it could be a little tricky to find us. But this big old thing, you're not gonna miss it. So that little decal cost about $1,000 to get installed, but it was totally well worth the money, absolutely. And then to kind of highlight that too, you get these nice little hanging pendant lights. And in the summertime when it gets real hot, we like to close the shades a little bit. Sun be hitting too hard, you know. And then for a little decorative touch, we added some real plants right here that are hanging and dangling. And we got some fake ones in here too, I'm not gonna lie. But this is a cozy little area. This is a nice little waiting area here that allows you to have a bird's eye view of everybody working. And it allows you the chance to really soak in the shop. So this is actually one of my favorite areas of the entire shop too, from a customer standpoint. So as we move this way, I have 2 more stations on this wall. And as you guys can see, we got the TV in the middle. We're big soccer fans in here, so we're watching Champions League, we're watching Spanish League, we're watching everything, World Cup, you name it. And in between each station, another back bar, you know. But one thing that I wanted to mention about these mirrors was they're actually very, very durable. I was a little skeptic before ordering them because at first I fell in love with them, but I always wondered, is the LED lighting gonna ever go out? And truth is, I might have one where I had to replace, the little bulbs or whatever, but very, very easy. I've had them for almost 3 years now, so they've been very durable, so I'm very happy with them. And they simply just plug into any wall, which is super dope. The lighting right here as well, as you guys can see, intentionally placed right above the stations so that whoever's cutting in this area has the perfect lighting. And then to wrap up this little area, we got another cozy little seating spot right here for you to chill, enjoy an ice cold beer, and just relax, soak it in.
That seat definitely look like it's for the younger guys.
It's for the younger guys, for sure. You got knee problems, you might not want to sit right here, man. You gonna have some trouble getting up. Like me nowadays, man, I'm getting old too. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you the opposite side of the shop floor. But first, can't forget the IVACs, right? That's a staple in the industry. You need the IVACs, man. So on this side over here, this is my veteran side over here. My boy Betts and my boy Lobo, those are my OGs. They're the ones that started the shop with me. They've been with me the longest, so I throw them over here. They got a little more space over here. And on this corner, this is the rookie corner right here. So if you're the newest in the industry, you get placed right in between the veterans so you can soak up game. So that's why this side is so special. And also, I got the Sonos speakers throughout the shop as well. I love the Sonos because it balances out the sound in the entire room. Sonos, they're very, very special in that aspect that they could balance out the noise. So no matter where you're at in the shop, you're hearing the music blasting nice and smooth and nice and evenly. So this side is very special, like I said.
See, we got another touch of greenery.
Yeah, we got a little touch of greenery. So we got more plants on this side as well, along with more hot towel ovens. These things could hold up to like 28 to 30 towels, so that's more than enough.
Are y'all filling them up completely every day?
Yeah. First things first, shop protocol, whoever comes in first, you gotta make towels, right? So it's important to check the schedule to have an exact count. Last thing you wanna do is waste towels too, So we'll go on the computer, check the schedule, and then we'll go make hot towels. We like to throw a little eucalyptus and other little, other little aromas to make things more relaxing and rememberful,
All right, now, Barbers are gonna be this. My guy over here looks like he's not playing no games.
He ain't playing no games. That's Bet's station right there. Bet's is one of my favorites personally. Bet's got bars. Big shout out to Bet. He's my little cousin too. Which is dope.
That's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up.
I actually have 3 cousins that work here. We got Bet's, we got JB, and we got Weddle. So it's 4 of us in here, which is dope.
Now my barber I feel like you used to have a station where you stand in. Mm-hmm. Did you have a station there at one time?
I did. Yeah, I definitely did.
Okay.
And when I did my grand opening, I had a big barber battle here, and there was another station here for a total of 9. But it felt way too crammed, so I ended up removing it and taking it out. Originally though, I had bought 10 stations, 10 chairs and 10 mirrors. I really thought I was gonna have the space to put 10 artists in here, but unfortunately my math was wrong. I didn't measure properly. I ended up with 2 extra stations, so it is what it is. But now that we have 3 on this side, it's definitely more cozy. Everybody has more than enough space to feel like they're directly conversing with their customers, but also they still get to interact throughout the day too. And then we got the big TV right over there too to watch more Champions League and more soccer. One of my favorite things in here is obviously the floors. For one, it was the scariest process because it was the first step towards building out the shop. So I remember we had wood floor in here, and when we ripped out the first little piece of wood, that was like a holy shit moment for me because we were getting started and there's no turning back. So I remember feeling that and thinking, wow, what a blessing to be able to do this versus feeling fear and not moving forward with the process. But we spent about $10,000 right here on these floors. I was originally gonna go full white, but after I seen the white floors, I figured we needed a little extra touch. So we added the silver metallic to kind of coordinate with the silver on the chairs as well. And then the pattern, I let my boy Anthony freehand it. whatever he wanted to do, he had full creative freedom with the floor. So I personally love how it bounces off light. I personally love how clean and elegant the shop looks too. Everybody thinks it's real marble. So the epoxy floor is definitely a lovely touch.
About how long did it take?
It took about a full week to complete. Just because you have to put so many layers of white first, and then it takes a minute to dry up and and settle in before you could actually step on it as well. But this was a beautiful touch that really brings the shop together as well.
It's funny, I've been to a lot of barbershops. A couple of them have had to do the floors a few times.
A few times.
Did he get it right the first time, or?
I was satisfied the first time, definitely. I think he did an excellent job. It was a long process though, because once we ripped out the wood floors, there was a lot of cracks in the cement. So they had to go seal the cracks, sand it all down and make it nice and smooth. And then because of that, we also added brand new baseboards in here too. So everything's brand new from top to bottom in here. We're back. And this is my little retail section. This is my little area where I love to hang up my merch. So you guys can see we got the members only merch. Big shout out to Diligent Printing. They're always taking care of me. But yeah, this is my little area designated to my merchandise, as you can see. And also I had to throw in the little Reno map. Something that always reminds me of home, you know what I mean? Something I get to walk past every single day, right? So then on this side, we have a retail wall. And as you can see, maintain professional men's grooming from head to toe, baby. That's how we do it. We have all of our products displayed for customers to see. And this is also an extra little waiting area right here as well, for people to lounge and kick back. As you guys might have noticed, the layout is a little funky. It's not traditional at all, in the sense of like having barber chairs on the sides and their waiting area in the entry. So I had to get a little creative with my waiting area here. So I made it a waiting area / retail space for us to sell product and for us to sell merchandise as well. So this is a very important aspect of the shop. I noticed that most shops don't even carry product, which is funky. They must not like money. I sure do. So this all makes us a lot of money right here.
Do you feel like between yourself and your barbers, you guys move a lot of product
Absolutely.
month to month?
Absolutely. We move a lot of product. I'm always ordering a lot of product, big orders, just because the products perform at a super high level. So they sell themselves damn near.
Do you do like a profit split with the other barbers, or?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little tricky because of the booth rent system that I run. So obviously their services that they sell goes directly to them. But whenever they sell products cash, I break them off a little something for sure.
This definitely looks like the VIP waiting area. We got
VIP
the
waiting
Versace again.
You got the Versace again on this side. And then there's a little touch of halo lights that make the product stand out a bit. But as you can see, we take care of a lot of little youngsters, and youngsters like to act out a little bit. It's part of owning a shop, the wear and tear, so they felt free to go ahead and scratch my shit up, man. But whatever, it is what it is. Still looks dope over here,
Now going back to the shirts a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been to shops and sometimes the shirts are there kind of just for show.
Right.
They're not really making too many sales off of them, but it's something cool you got for the customers. And some barbers end up just giving them away. What's the deal like with your sales on your merch?
Yeah, absolutely. So thankfully, I got a lot of love and support. I always have. And people always love to identify with anything that we do in here. I think people are proud to come to Members Only Hair Studio and to rock our shirts while they're out in public. To me, I'm very grateful of things like that. So thankfully for me, all of our merch always moves. Whether I make hats, whether I make shirts, they always fly off the shelves, man. As you guys were able to see, the shop layout is super unorthodox. And because of that, our restroom's actually out here. So follow me. We are located downtown, so we gotta make sure you put the secret passcode to enter the restroom. We don't want no funky people hanging around downtown kicking it in our bathroom, right? So, bathroom's outside. Come on in, and you're back at Members Only. All right, CJ and the Barberville fam, it's been a pleasure having you here in the biggest little city of the world, man, Reno, Nevada. Hopefully next time we can catch up again And I'll meet you at Lake Tahoe, bro, so we can go hit the water, maybe ride some jet skis and jump on a boat. Until then, though, see ya, bro. Peace.